Hi, this is Editor Troxel. In today's tutorial, we're going to look at the last step that this person requested. We're going to modify it slightly. For step 5, he wanted to group all events after the cursor. Then for step 6, he wanted to move that group to the right. So we're going to learn how to move to the right, but we're going to move all selected events. And I think that's going to be more flexible in the long run. You can select the events you want to use, plus it's easier than going through the group and figuring out everything that's in the group. And so you could use the version that selected the events after the cursor and then add this to it. And so you could actually select and move at the same time. But we're just going to move selected events. So let's see how we do that. So we get our myVegas equals Vegas, and then I wanted to create a new time code called distance to move. How far are we going to move them? I decided on, let's just get a time code from seconds and put 1 in there. So we're going to move everything to the right 1 second. Then we're going to go through each of our tracks in myvegas.project.tracks. And then now, because I'm moving things right, I want to go through the events backwards. So I'm doing for integer I equals mytrack.events.count minus 1, as long as I is greater than or equal to 0, and then I'm going to subtract 1. So we're going to go through each of those events backwards. Now, if I was moving them left, I would want to go through them forward. So that's something to remember. Depending on which direction you're going, depends on which direction you need to go through the events. So then I get the track event. Event equals mytrack.events, and it's the ith event. Then if that event is selected, remember I'm only going to move the selected ones, then I change the event.start to be the event.start plus the distance to move. Now, if I was moving it left, I would have used minus distance to move. So we'll see how this works. So I'm just going to select some events here, and then we will run the script. And you will notice all of the selected events moved. All of the non-selected events did not. So while this was not 100% exactly what he was asking for there, you can see the key presses that I gave him that would do that. But I think it's better in this particular case to do the selected events, and if you wanted to use the script to actually select them beforehand, you could combine the two from one of the earlier tutorials in this series. And I think this is the best way to handle this, is to just move the selected events. So I hope you like this tutorial. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next tutorial. Please sign up at www.JETDV.com and subscribe on YouTube to get further notifications on when new videos are presented.